Hey guys, it's Vivian the Som next door. Today we're going to be doing the Finger Lakes, one of my favorite regions since a lot of people requested it. And we're going to go over some of the wines that I got, my favorite producers, some wineries that I'm meaning to look out for, and some tips and tricks to touring around in that area. As always, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel, and let us get started.
It's not over, no, it's only just begun. I used to have a way with words, but now I trip over my tongue, yeah.
Okay, so this is kind of like a continuation off of my last video, which was going over Toronto wines. There's a lot of similarities between Canada, the Toronto Niagara region, and the Finger Lakes. One being that, so Niagara is near a large body of water. That's important because that helps maintain the temperatures, especially when it gets colder. So same thing with the Finger Lakes. So in the Finger Lakes, there's like 11 long lakes, which is why it's called the Finger Lakes. And most of the wines are grown within 4 of the lakes. I always forget the last one, but Cayuga, which is where Cornell is located, Seneca, Cayuga, and then there's one more I'll list it down below. The bigger the lake, the more heat that it retains. So Seneca and Cayuga are the bigger lakes. I've done a lot of wine touring around this area, so I feel comfortable in telling you some of my favorite picks and the wines that I've really enjoyed in the past decade, since this is really where I first started to fall in love with wine, is in the Finger Lakes, because I was lucky enough to go to Cornell, which is not too far, only maybe like an hour away from some amazing wineries. I really didn't do this place justice. I stopped at a wine shop because I really didn't have that much time and tried to find some good local wines. So what I am drinking today, kind of a special wine, is from Dr. Frank Konstantin. And if you have the chance to, I highly recommend getting some wine from here or stopping by. They are the OG winery in the Finger Lakes, and Dr. Frank Konstantin, as the winery is named after, is the pioneer who brought vinifera grapes to the region. They're actually known for their Rieslings, which I also got. Also, their sparkling wines, they have a really great Blanc de Blanc. But Riccazzatelli is a Georgian wine, and it's like one of the oldest known wines. Riccazzatelli is a wine that they are pretty well known for. This is a great alternative to Sauvignon Blanc. It's like refreshing, light, but has like a zippy finish with like apricots, honey, like melon, maybe a little bit of ginger, kind of not quite as spicy as a Gewürztraminer, but I think this is one of like a beautiful wine. I believe I got this for $18, $19. And if you get the chance to, I really highly recommend getting the Riccazzatelli. Now. So I think one thing to realize though is that Dr. Frank Konstantin is kind of like by itself. I mean, there are other wineries on Cayuga Lake, but if you look at the wine region, most of the wineries are around Seneca Lake. It really does benefit to be around Seneca Lake when you're staying in the Finger Lakes and doing wine tours. And how I would separate it, if you have the ability to, is do a 2-day tour. You can do the east side of Seneca for 1 day, the west side of Seneca plus Dr. Frank Konstantin. That's, I think, the most ideal way to set up a wine tour experience. I've done the whole lake in 1 day, and it is very tiring, and you have to start early. And you can plan, I think I did 4 or 5 wineries in 1 day. Not what I would recommend. So what is the Finger Lakes known for? Rieslings, of course, which is the next wine that I am going to be drinking. I got 2 different Rieslings from Dr. Frank Konstantin. I got the dry Riesling. So dry means that has less residual sugar. So this is the driest that they have. It comes in a green bottle. And then this is, I think, their best seller is their semi-dry Riesling, which just has a little bit more residual sugar. Rieslings, you guys, are, again, one of the most food-friendly wines that out there. They go with almost everything. I popped it into the fridge, which is why there's so much condensation. Similar to the German style, clean stainless steel. Even with their Chardonnay, they don't typically like to do malolactic fermentation, which like makes Chardonnays like buttery. Kind of similar to the Ontario Riesling that I tried. This wine also has that very distinctive petrol smell, but also honey, white blossoms. Wow, this is so intense. Lots of pineapple flavors. If I could describe this in one word, it'd be like pineapple. And I got a pineapple wine from Hawaii, so I wonder if that's, and I'm gonna do a review on that. So I wonder if it's gonna taste like this. But still, very, very tasty. I think I probably would have liked the dry Riesling more. If you like sweet wines, this is definitely the wine for you. I think Dr. Konstantin Frank makes one of the best Rieslings in the Finger Lakes. Other places that make very good Rieslings are Hermann Wiemer. They make fantastic Rieslings. And then Ravines, which is a great winery on the top of Seneca. They're actually known for a variety of wines like Pinot Noir, Cabernet Franc, and also their Chardonnay. They make a very oaky Chardonnay. They also have like lovely, delicious dessert wines at Fox Run. A winery that I would love to visit would be Element Winery. I have not gone there, but it was started by the master sommelier, Christopher Bates. Very terroir driven. So that's on my bucket list. Also Boundary Break. I have not gone there either, but apparently they make very good Gewürztraminer. Okay, so the third wine that I got, this is a winery that I really, really enjoy, that I think just makes really good red wines, is Lamoreaux Landing. I was really looking for their Cabernet Franc at this winery shop, but they only had this Estate Red Cuvée. But I really think they make excellent Cabernet Franc, and they make one that is stainless steel and one that is aged in oak. I believe it's like the T23 is the stainless steel one, and it's very delicious, so good with like a peppered steak. Okay, so these were the wines that I got from the Finger Lakes. I know this was not a, like, I wish I did, I'll do another video on this because I just feel like I did not get all of my favorite wines. But I'm glad I did get some pretty good Dr. Konstantin Frank wines. I just wish I got some sparkling wines. That's my only regret. It's one of the best places to do wine tastings. It's not too expensive. Very friendly group of people. If you guys ever do go visit, please check out these wineries. They do a wonderful job. Again, I'm gonna be doing a pineapple wine review. I'm very interested to know what that's gonna taste like. But I polled people and they're like, oh, try it. Again, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel, you guys, and cheers. I'll catch you guys later.